What's up, everyone? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Chris. So, as I promised, I said I was going to come back and give you my thoughts on the new Destinations Summer Fragrance Collection from Scentsy that will be available on June 1st. I don't have good news, at least not for me. Anyway, so I did warm everything and I figured, oh, let me get on here and we'll talk about it for a bit and you can give me your thoughts as well. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I warmed everything. I'm gonna say I am disappointed. Yeah, and I haven't watched anybody's videos yet. I plan to do that now since I've already gotten mine, smelled them, and warmed them. So I don't like to watch other people's videos when a new collection is launching because I don't want any influence in my brain or thoughts, that sort of thing. So I try to keep it as real as possible to my own, what I think. Maybe other people think the way I do. I don't know yet because I haven't watched. Yeah, it just for me, I find that works best because the power of suggestion. So, all right, let's start out with Sunset Cocktail. I did this one in my kitchen. This is mango nectar and passion fruit and a bright, sweet sip to smooth coconut milk. First of all, if you've watched me long enough, I don't like fruit scents. I don't mind fruit with bakery, maybe fruit and floral mixed together, that sort of thing. I just don't care for fruit. That's a personal preference. Not that I don't like the smell of it. I do like the smell of it. I don't like it in my house, and I believe I said that in my video when I talked about this before, but I like to reiterate things just in case somebody hasn't watched that video. So, okay, just from the standpoint, I'm just going to talk about this as a person who I'm like Switzerland, okay? So, with this, I'm just going to give you the facts. Very nice. It was a tad light. I did notice that I went out and when I came back home, I leaving the house and coming back in helped to smell it a little better. This is exactly what I kind of thought it would be. It reminds me of a tropical drink, sans alcohol. So it was fruity, but it wasn't like fruit juice, okay? So it was fruity, but that coconut made it like a creaminess. I can't say I really smelled coconut in here, but if this was like creamy fruit and not like creamsicle or, like the orange dreamsicle type thing, it wasn't like that. It was just a fruit that didn't have those sharp notes in them, okay? Um, I got more of the passion fruit on warm, whereas on cold, I pick up most of the mango. On warm, it was a nice blend of the two fruits together. And like I said, there was a creaminess to it. Not necessarily smelling coconut per se, but it was creamy. It was like a heavier fruit scent. Not like that light, airy, juicy type fruit. So, it's not for me, but I didn't expect it would be. But it's a very nice scent. If you like fruit and you like creaminess to your fruit, I think you'll like this bar. It was nice as far as like a fruit scent goes. It was very nice. It was very well balanced. It may have been a tad light, and that is Sunset Cocktail. All right, the next one is Sundrenched Cotton. Sundrenched Cotton is clean cotton sweetened with creamy coconut, bask in notes of white woods. I did this in my bathroom. Again, I felt it was light. I didn't care for this. This one I do get the coconut. And generally I'm not a coconut person unless it's like a bakery coconut. It's got to be that really like, you know, when you open up a bag of shredded coconut, that kind of coconut. This was, you know, I tried to go in the bathroom and stay with it a little bit just to get my thoughts on it. It felt thick. Like it smelled thick, if that makes sense. It wasn't like, it smelled heavy. And I got a little bit of that artificial chemical scent from what I'm guessing, and I think I'm correct, is the coconut to my nose. And it smelled dusty. And that could have been probably the warm woods or the white woods. I didn't care for this one. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it wasn't bad, you may like it. I can't say that because I'm just telling you what I smelled. To me, it smelled heavy and thick, a little artificial, like chemical note, and it smelled like dusty. Like it didn't, yeah, like I felt like I needed to clean my bathroom. It smelled dusty. I didn't like this one. And that is Sundrenched Cotton. The next one here is Sarrento Breeze. Sarrento Breeze is cucumber flower and wild daisy drift above bamboo waters. You really pick up that bamboo note here. So it's like that watery green note, a little sweet. I did this in my bedroom. Super, super light. Now, my bedroom is usually a strong room for me when I melt wax. This was really light. I had to really search for the scent, and I used a whole clam between 3 warmers. I don't know. Does it need to sit for a few weeks? Are these too freshly poured? I don't know. I don't know what the pour dates are on here. Somebody once said you could see it somewhere in here. And I have never been able to find that pour date, no matter how hard I try. So I don't know how fresh this is. If that has anything to do with it, I don't know. I won't be repurchasing it to find out and let it sit to see if it gets stronger because, you know, I already know I need to do that with vendor wax. I shouldn't have to do it with Scentsy, as it is more of a retail wax, and their ingredients are greatly differ from what's in vendor wax. And I expect when I get a Scentsy bar, I expect it to perform on purchase. At least it should, because you can't ask people to buy things and say, oh, yeah, get this and hold on to it for 2 months and you're gonna love it. People don't want that. And Scentsy knows that. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm not going to purchase it again to try it in a different room. It didn't work in my bedroom, and I'm going with that. It for me, to my nose, my house, it was light. Did I smell it? Yeah, but it was rough. I had to really dig down deep to smell it. And what I did smell was little floral, little water. It was so light, I can't really tell you. I can't. You guys, I'm disappointed. There's 5 bars here, and there's only one that was working for me. Okay, so the next one is a Santo Blossoms. Santo Blossoms is Island Palm Shades, Tiara Flower, and Cool Coconut Water from Warm Amber. Cool, what? Cool Coconut Water from Warm Amber. Okay. This one here was a good performer. I did that in this room here. It was okay. It was like a perfumey floral wax. You did get that warmth from the amber, that little bit of adds that little bit of a darkness to it, a little bit of a coziness to it. I don't know about the coconut palm or the island palm and coconut water. I'm not so sure about that. It was a floral. It was a little bit of a sweet. There was a sweetness to the floral. So it wasn't a heady floral. It was more of a perfumey floral. So if you like perfumey florals, you'd probably like this. For me, I didn't hate it. It was okay. I didn't love it either. So it's not going to be a repurchase. It's nothing that I was like, oh, God, I got to have this. All right. And the one that I was really excited about and I really thought I'd love the most was this one, and I did, and that is Wild Seaside. Wild Seaside is blue lavender blooms over notes of ocean moss and white driftwood. You know what? I never did look up what blue lavender is. I gotta do that. I like this one. I liked it very much. This one gave me Lake My Day vibes. I wonder if I have. I didn't throw out my. I didn't throw out my clams yet from my last warming, and I know I warmed Lake My Day, and I was quite impressed with it because it had been some time since I smelled it, and I believe it's still available, and I'm going to put it in my club. Or buy a few bars. Oh, I can't find it quickly enough here. That's the vibe I got from this. It felt like Lake My Day. So it was watery. You do get that driftwood, that sweet woody note. Airy, atmospheric. Little bit of a masculinity to it. I enjoyed this one. I'm debating on possibly picking up, maybe I might pick up a couple bars. We'll see. I don't know yet. If I don't, I'll put 2 in my club, and whenever that ships, maybe I'll have it for next summer, right? This light seems awfully bright. It's blinding me. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I got like spots in my eyes now. Anyway, yeah, Wild Seaside is my pick of all 5 of these bars. The other ones were just, for me, a complete miss. And I'm a little disappointed. You know, I look forward to new collections. I would definitely say if you like that, things that lean atmospheric, a little masculine, a little watery, and if you love driftwood, I would say Wild Seaside. Really like this one a lot. It gave, like I said, if you like Lake My Day, you'd like this one. It gave me that vibe. It gave me the same feeling. When I walked in the room, I had a familiarity to it, that because I just warmed Lake My Day, and that's kind of what it was making me think of. So there's my thoughts. If you're interested in any of these bars, unfortunately, they are not available for individual sale. You have to buy the complete collection, which will be available June 1st. What was it, $25? I think it was $25 for the set. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's $25. So yeah, if you've got these early release on this and you've smelled it and warmed it, let me know your thoughts. I'm curious to know how far off the mark my nose is to other people. Like I said, I'm now going to go back and watch some of the other videos out there. I think Alexis did hers. Oh, April Lee did hers, so I'm going to watch hers. At least I think she did. I know she put a video out and I didn't watch it. It had to be this collection because that's why I didn't watch it. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to watch April's video. I'm going to watch Alexis. I don't know if Brad and Brett have gotten or theirs up yet. I'm going to check their channel too. Liz Quinn, I'll check her channel out. So I want to see what other people are saying. Anyway, those are my thoughts. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the time you take out of your day, your lives, your busy schedule. You watch a video I've uploaded because it does truly mean the world to me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. That helps my channel grow. And you all have a great day, great night, great week, weekend, whenever you happen to be watching. And we will chat again real soon. Bye.